citizens. How's your spirit? Happy New Year to you. Oh, we go walking, but it's raining in Texas, and I am outside doing that work thing and some other godly things. So, the point of this is to have a conversation with you real quick about the mathematics and the new year so we can all stay track together this year. Let's see if we can't do some math together. All right? Today is January 1st. That is the first month and the first day of 2026. 6 and 2 is 10. Breaks down to a 1. Add all three of those together and you get what? 3. Yeah. Okay. So the day's math is knowledge, culture, freedom, which all breaks down to a 3, which is understanding. And this is all true, respectfully. So on the first of the year, understand that if you have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you can then achieve culture and freedom, which is followed by power and refinement. That's it. Now, just for a little bit of mathematical fun and my genius, when I first became a member of the Nation of Gods and Earths, I tattooed my ankle with an earth and an ankh because we three represent life. I said that before. Well, the thing is I would then go on to choose a moniker, so to speak. And for me, that was 5 Earth and or Power Earth. Get it? How I, in essence, have learned to become the energy that powers the earth, so to speak. It's the God in me. Because once you put women in their place of authority alongside men, then you get an understanding. God always meant for there to be union between man and woman. We three represent life. Man, woman, God, make a baby. Man, woman, child. God covers all of that. Man covers the family. Woman covers the home. These are the ciphers, the spheres in which we work and or communicate as human beings. When I say that there are, well, no, my apologies. When others take what I'm saying and put their terminologies on it, you get words like gender roles and so on and so forth. What I will say to you once more is a matriarch is the female head of a parental unit. Patriarch, matriarch. We're talking about the definition. I, as JP, the aspiring matriarch, was aspiring to be the female head of my familial unit. A wife. Hello? Now, was I a wife when I made my YouTube channel? Yes. That's why it's labeled what it's labeled. Because I can always aspire to be a better wife, a different wife, a godly wife. Hell, God's wife, even, so to speak. Is that not divinity? Is that not what it is to be a virtuous woman? To give your free will, i.e., submit to the will of the Most High God, surrender to His plan and understanding, and move according to it, despite what you feel may or may not be missing in your life in the moment. That's about the most godly experience we can have on this planet. Aside from coming together to create new life. And that's a conscious decision. We should be cognizant of what comes with it. We submit to our base nature and the BS that keeps us, for lack of a better word, grounded, stuck here in modern day Babylon. So when our babies are born, they have biblical Babylonic nature. I know. That hurts. That hurts the soul. Respectfully, though, I am a woman who grew up in a very dysfunctional household. being told that abuse was love and that it hurt the other person more than it hurt me to hurt me. You see? That's being born in biblical Babylon. To be reborn, we have to build and destroy. And if you know the math for that one, it's in the comments. But we have to build and destroy. Build on the positive, destroy the negative. So I had to destroy every negative iteration that allowed me to believe that it was okay to put my hands on someone else without it being warranted. And my authority as a parent, an officer of whatever, isn't enough. An attack on my life, a direct assault on my person, my ability to live a life, a liberated one at that. Right? That's it. We have to stop living in the survival mode of it's okay to do somebody in because they didn't do right by you. That too is dysfunction. So when we learn not to do those things, by way of doing the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of each one of those interactions, we can create our own culture and thus beget our own freedom under the eyes of the Most High God, because we've already submitted our will, and what's given back to us is our freedom to move at will under His covering. That's known as modesty. It has nothing to do with the amount of clothing you have on, because those same books tell us that Adam and Eve were in the garden with no clothes on, and it wasn't until they bit the fruit, the forbidden fruit, right, that they knew that they were naked. So the only reason that you believe that modesty is the clothing that's covering you as a human being is because you have a lack of modesty in mind, body, and spirit. When you believe that your beauty, your money, your fame, your family and friends is your golden ticket to the kingdom of the Most High, creator of all things, whatever you believe that to be, when the unfortunate reality has always been you come in as you are and you have a choice on whether or not you stay that way. That's pretty much the lesson for today. Happy New Year. If you're going to make a resolution, please know what it is. You are resolving to do a thing. How about you resolve to make positive changes in your life? My channels are a living testament to taking 30-day steps or 30-day bites at the apple. That makes sense. If every 30 days you attempt a new challenge while not letting go of the last one, what will you achieve by 2027? Now, you could write out a list of bullet points and BS and nonsense. But the matter is, today is the very first day of the very first month of this year. So why not start with deciding to offer someone else cheer every day for 30 days? Just whatever you consider cheer to be. Some happiness, some joy, some love, some peace. If you got an extra dollar, give them an extra dollar and tell them, hey, I hope you have a blessed day. Tell them, matter of fact, don't just give someone money or a thing. Tell them, hey, take this money and go do something dumb with it. Okay? Why? Because we are too careful with something that isn't even real. We are not careful with our feelings. But imagine you giving someone $1 and telling them, go spend that dollar on a lottery ticket. And that lottery ticket turning out to be $5. How would that person feel, and how would you feel? And what would that person possibly do if they're doing what I'm encouraging you to do too? So perhaps before you part ways with them, you suggest to them the same thing. Don't just pay it forward, yet encourage them to do it lovingly, happily, hoping to only feel the joy of being someone's mitzvah and or blessing. I bid you peace.